cat just stares at me like, the frick? Hello, everybody. We will be live probably shortly. You may notice a different starting theme to the usual standard fare. That's because, the person who let me use the music of Emperor cannot actually find the license for it in their emails anymore, so I might have to send a message to the place that did it and just be like, hey, any chance I can just get my own license? Then we might get Emperor back. Oh, that's evil. I love it. So for anybody who hasn't actually seen my Discord for the meme channel or can't get there right now, he posted a picture of 3 cats in cockroach costumes. Oh, that's too good. That's too damn good. Right. Discord, get out of the way. I need things done here. There we are. Now, if anybody posts on the other side, we'll see it. Right. You lot, it is for me. Ha 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 ha. But Ty, where's the game? Yeah, see, about that, I turned things on doesn't mean that I remember to actually change things over. Man, that's just crazy talk. Hey, look, it's BattleTech. Hello, everybody! How are we doing today, guys? We have a new person, a new member. We have Tank. We have Pyun. We have UT4GL. We have Swishy. Hello, Swishy. And we're here for some glorious BattleTech, which currently I can't hear. Why can I not hear? Is this one of those? Oh, right. Usually we play our own music, but seeing as I'm doing something new by being on both Twitch and YouTube at the same time, let me make sure the music's actually somewhere, because I have not had a good chance to find any good copyright-free music. So hopefully the music's not too loud. Here's open. Okay, here we go. Do you need hearing aids? No. No. Swishy's good. So am I. Look, settings be settings. We do things, shenanigans happen. Alright, today we start a new career. And our new career shall be glorious. It shall have friends, new and old. Some of which may actually end up as brand spanking new cool looking pilots. We're starting with brand spanking new cool looking pirates here with my Villainy start. Right. Now, I've discussed a few things with a few people. So, mech recovery, we're bringing that to 70. Parts for mech assembly, we're leaving at 4. I like the difficulty of, you know, actually having to really try for the mechs. We're going for a generous salvage, because last time we did normal, and we definitely felt it. Oh boy, did we feel it. So America has suggested that I make it generous. I discussed all of these with him. Advanced mech warriors, we'll just leave them as is. We're not too fussed on that. Mech warrior progression, same with that. Multiplier, exponent, all that jazz, that's the same. We are going to increase the amount of pilots to 10 so we can find fun and shenanigans. Because you might remember last time, we just could not find female pilots. And considering a good portion of my chat that wanted to be part or wanted to be part, conscripted, are female. So, yeah. Alright, Ronin prevalence. We're going to leave that at 20%. It'll be nice to find the people that we add piece by piece. And there's a whole bunch of people that we still need to add into the files. You mean voluntold? Exactly, voluntold. Also, I'd still like that used bottle. The shipping costs would be crazy. You sure you're willing to spend that much money on a green bottle? Although, to be fair, now I need to get myself a new purple one, but hey. Starting money and all that is staying the same. Lethality. I believe that has to do with Tank getting his head squashed. The chance of being killed in action from never to always. Well, you know, I'm gonna reduce that by half. Just reduce it. We have cool people. We don't necessarily want to lose them, and if it happens, it happens. Some of you may just have to be cloned, and, well, the cloning process is not perfect. Never! What do you mean, never? Never means none of you can die. None of you can die at all. Whereas I should be playing in a way that hopefully you won't die. Well, okay, it's BattleTech. We may not have a choice. Anyway, shop selling prices we're increasing to 15. This one was increasing to 15. Now, I believe there's something... Where's friendly fire? Ah, here it is. Friendly fire we're setting to all. We can hurt our own people. We can hurt the enemies. Apparently, for this mod to work properly, we need to at least be enemies and neutral, but I should be taking my allies into account. And seeing as we are going to be using artillery a lot, it would be nice to take our allies into account. Right, mech maintenance is just going to be left. Enemy scaling, that's just going to be left. Everything is fine. Everything should be fine. Oh, the total score multiplier is different. Did I change this? No, that is not what was changed. There is a minus 0.10 difference. Something I have messed up on. Actually, it might be that. No, that would only bring it down to... Let me check this. Yeah, that would only bring it down to 0.82. We're somewhat off. What are we off on? I have no idea. It might have been the pilot's per system. It's the pilot's per system. Okay. Yeah, I can't die. Well, no, Swishy. If you die as a pilot, it just means that you decide to, you know, like change your form or or inhabit someone else, or, you know, it's a spiritual successor kind of system. And besides, one of my pilots is a meatloaf. He can be replaced, literally with another meatloaf. Okay, let's start the game. Although initial enemy scaling, reduce the cost. No, we're fine on all of this. Oh, I see. Yeah. Trying out a new ship thing. Yeah. It's just a new thing. Don't worry about it. Besides, if you die, you're just gonna change your image in the computer. You strange cosmic horror, you. Alright, start game. And I will do what I can to find some copyright-free music. I can't use my usual playlist because, well, YouTube. Yeah. Was it the cosmic horror part? You are definitely a cosmic horror swore. For anyone who doesn't know our glorious Swishy over here is a monster. An absolute monster. Don't believe me? Should check out her stream. She's terrifying with all her bouncing around and looking happy. She'll tell you that it's you know, it's complete and utter evil, but I'm just gonna throw this in here. It's adorable. It's adorable. What she thinks is terrifying is adorable. But that's kind of how humanity sees it, according to her. We see adorable. What we don't see is the horror behind the adorable. I think you don't have a category on Twitch. I think you're correct. I may have forgot. There we go, that should have done it. Okay.
Take it, bitch!
Thanks for that, Swore. But thanks, Swore. Alright, we're an officer trainee. We have life savings because there's shenanigans afoot. Hey, look, it's me! It's-a me! It's Tyroki. My call sign is Screamer. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm not that loud. Tyroki, first name, Tyroki, last name, Tyroki. What the? Who dares?
Attention, all forces to designated defensive positions. Who is that? Computer has come. Well then, computer, welcome to your doom. Oh wait, you're new. All forces defeat the enemy and then bring them to the cafeteria. They're new here. By the boss's decree, new people can't be sent to the abominations. Very good. And to everybody, welcome to the shenanigantry.
Susie, I swear to the God. Hi, everybody. How's it going? I am Tyroki, glorious villain. I do what I want, and what I want is to actually have not brought up a thing I can type in. That was a choice. Give me one moment. I need to do a shout out and all the shenanigans that come along with that. Here we are. Computer. How you doing, computer? Oh, you playing? Was it BattleTech? Wait, shit. Screw it. Frick. Hold up. Let me do it again. I did a dumb. I mean, that's probably the game you were playing, but anyway. There we go. That's the proper one. Get two. Ha ha. That's right. You don't stream for a week and you forget everything. Game is loud for me. Let me just lower that on my end. There we are. So you were playing Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Ooh. The second one. I have never actually played Mankind Divided. I have only played Human Rev, which, by the way, was a good game. Although I did never get the one where stealth could be, bosses could be stealthed. I liked playing that game in stealth. Holy crap, it was fun in stealth. Challenging, but yeah. Now, let's listen to all these voices that sound absolutely nothing like me.
Chili roll.
Bunny here.
We're gonna go into just the generic. You know what? I'm actually gonna be the computer. Screw it. Because I can talk for myself. Yeah. Tyroki, shut up. I can hear you. Go on. Be gone. Be gone, demon. Director's cut was awesome. It's apparently so, but don't you have to rebuy it? I don't want to rebuy it. That's money I don't have. Man, all these corporations thinking we got extra cash. Like, nah. Nah, no cash here. All right, let's confirm. I'm pretty sure Ty's pronouns are evil and villainous love. Your Highness, His Lordship, Sire. I mean, Susie occasionally says, calls me Lord. And these are all things you can refer to me as. His dastardly evilness. More like still owes me money. In Monopoly. I heard extra cash. I'm right here. No. Swear, I need extra cash. You don't need extra cash. I need extra cash. You had to rebuy Director's Cut, but you get all the DLCs included into the main campaign. And it's 85% off right now, which is more than worth it. Shit. I don't have any money right now. Like, legit, I have 0 cash to my name until Wednesday. But hey, hopefully, I'll take a look. I'll tell you what. I'll tab, go to Steam. I'm just gonna chuck it into the wish list. We want Deus Ex, Mankind Divided, or Human Rev Developer. Wow, $5 New Zealand dollars, and I still can't afford it. That's insane. Oh, well. Where's my wish list? Well, hold on. Hang on. It's acting like it's in the library. Do I have to rebuy it? What? Do I have to rebuy it? Hang on, let me check my thingy here. Deus Ex. I already have it. Did they just give it to us? Are you sure we had to rebuy it? Well, screw it. Mankind Divided. I might have to see if I can get 10. I mean, it's $7.50. We have 19 hours to get it, so FOMO. What do you mean it's already in my Steam library? Hang on a minute, because I've never bought Mankind Divided. Is that in Friends and Family? It's in Friends and Family. There you go. I can play it. Aha! Nice. All right, back to game. So, welcome to hell, population us. Great, then you can give me the $5. Swo. Real money, no. Monopoly money, yes. It's possible people who owned the original Steam version got Director's Cut for free. Don't know. I played it on 360 first. That's fair. The only part of the 360 I ever owned was the controller. And that's because it could be used on the computer. I had a friend who had a 360, so I played games with them. I bought my own controller because, well, again, I could take it to their house, play on the 360. And if I needed a controller for playing games, like JRPGs do actually work kind of nicely with a controller. I could use a controller. What doesn't work well with a controller are usually fighting games. Fighting games abso-freaking-lutely need an arcade stick. Only part of the 360 I owned was bragging rights for Halo. Speaking of Halo, tomorrow we're playing Reach. Then Thursday we're playing this again, and then Friday we play Reach. BattleTech is going to take up half of my streams of any given week until we're done with Reach, and then I decide what to do. 360's controller was legendary. I still have mine with a keyboard pad thingy. I still have mine sitting in a drawer somewhere. I have no idea where it's gone. Wait, no, it's not in a drawer. It's on my shelves to my left. Ha ha! But you know what was truly legendary as a controller? The original Xbox controller was so big, most people couldn't hold it. And you know what? It fit my hands just fine. I got big hands. These teeny tiny little controllers where you have to sit there being like, I'm a T-Rex, and just sort of, you know, like crunch your everything down. It kills my wrists. The Duke is the one that I want to get my hands on again. That thing was an absolute beast, and it fit my hands perfectly. You know, right now, this 360 controller I have to basically scrunch my hands into it just to play it properly. I prefer the old school. Perfect for my hands, except the white and black buttons were a little too far up. Well, yeah, but nothing's perfect, and at least you could hold the damn thing. The Nintendo triple handle controller. Yeah, that was the Nintendo shit. Hang on. It was the Nintendo. What was it? It's not 3D. It was. Because 3D wasn't. It was Nintendo 64. Thank you. Yeah, those controllers were weird. Those controllers were really weird. Ah, it's better. Blew my nose. Oh, wait. Is that better? A little bit, yeah. Okay, let's get to it. So, first things first, the Mech Bay. We get our bonus rewards. We have no idea what they are. First thing we get are... We get some battle armor squads. Okay. We get a rare machine gun. Whoa, boy. Rare. Oh, can you guys feel it? Man, look at how rare this is. Whoa. Whoa. Then we got a variety of ammos. We got a decent chunk of LRMs this time, actually. Some SRM2s, small laser, another machine gun. We got some heat sinks, jump jets, AC2s, a pair of them. Okay, we can make use of that. Some medium lasers, an SRM4. The LRM5s will actually come in handy. The AC5 is very nice. The LRM10 also very useful. The downside, 1 ton of AC2 ammo, 1 ton of AC5. That's unfortunate. Ironically, the small lasers might be the best part of this. And unironically, I'll probably not end up using them. Right, so the Helopolis that we got our hands on was a 2H, because we are guaranteed a Helopolis of some kind. This is the sniper artillery variant with LRM-10 and large lasers. Fantastic. It could have been all kinds of things. On the plus side, this one comes with the stabilized arm. Fantastic. We don't need to FCS this, which is great. I'm actually really kind of happy with that. The downside, this isn't a sniper cannon, so no accuracy. On the plus side, it inflicts enemies with an accuracy debuff if we can hit the damn things. We have proper artillery. The large laser is probably a little bit too much, but on the plus side, it's something that doesn't use ammo, which is nice. I'd remove the SRM and ammo for armor and heat sinks. I will agree with that. Also gives us an SRM6 to play with. So let's armor up. Is there a... Yep, there's a max armor. Okay, so we can't quite max out, which is fine. Helopolis have reinforced legs. We can bring the legs down a bit. We could probably bring... let's say the left arm down, and that'll do nicely. We are not going to be heat sinking, I don't think. Heat sinks would be nice, but on the plus side, by dropping the SRMs, we actually made this usable. So it now has the medium laser also might be a bit much. So I'm going to take the medium out, and voila, we're good. We can fire all of the above or none of the above. Either that, or we throw the medium laser back on. Because look, we're doing one of two things. We're either using the artillery, or we're not. And if we're not, then we're firing everything else. More than likely, if we can, we'll LRM. If we can't, say la vie. So medium laser's not a terrible idea. Losing a little bit on the legs and a little bit on the arm is fine. This thing is a heavy. We can split the LRM 10 into 2 LRM 5s, saves you a ton. It does save a ton. What was the downside to doing that? I could swear there was a downside to doing that. Still, it gives us a 10 for something else. This is not a bad idea. This would let us max armor, or we can put in another heatsink. In terms of arms, can we get a lower arm on that? No, we cannot. Large laser does not get that shiny. I think it was like accuracy or something. I think more the reason to use 10s is AMS. This is doubles. Yeah, we're not getting a heatsink on that. On the plus side, what we could do is we could throw down for... Move that double heatsink into the torso. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Once we can, we need to excel this thing. Because it's tanky enough that it can take the hits. More ammo would be good, but what am I going to do? Like, 1 LRM? I want to kind of sell... I should... You're right. There's no point. We don't have... Oh, we haven't checked the Irby yet. The Irby might need things. We should probably check the Irby before we actually build things. Just saying. So we're going to redo that. That's not a problem. Let's see what we got. We got the Vulcan, which is unfortunate. Somebody out there is going to be happy. Serini. That is such an unfortunate pull. Oh. Can you feel it, Mr. Krabs? I certainly can. And the worst part about it is that we can't even put on the other AC2. We would have to strip this sucker, and even then, we're not gonna fit it. Remove the AC and ammo. See, I would want to get rid of other things and put the AC back on. Have double AC. I mean, AC4 would not be a bad thing. But the downside... Oh boy. This is awful. But, knowing us, we're gonna make it work. Because that's what we do in BattleTech. We don't get a guaranteed anything. It's kind of just the way of things, honestly. We could actually, if we ditch the jump jets, we could double AC2. I have to go outside later and try to find the part number on my turbo, which will take a long time. Hey, Fox Killer, how's it going? Let's ditch the jump jets for a moment. I just want to have a look. It's going to require getting rid of all the jump jets in order to do this. Granted, the damage that the long-range damage this could pull off would be pretty astounding, actually. A melee mech might work. It might. Let's max that out. Let's go have a look at the smalls. Let's put the smalls in the arms. Now, we could have... You're suggesting that I put on medium lasers, which I don't want to put into the arms right now because we have no backups. Okay, that's a possibility. Alternatively, we don't go the small lasers, and we instead whack on a large laser. God damn, that's just taking so much. Maxing out the armor definitely took a lot out of us. If we lower the legs a little, just want to see what we can get back. Yeah, nah, that's going to take too much to get back. Yep, okay. So this is going to be medium lasers. Probably in the arm for the sake of accuracy. We'll take... That's ammo. We could machine gun this with the medium lasers. Triple machine gun would absolutely rip their insides apart. Why do machine guns have a reduced crit chance? I could swear machine guns, the whole point was that you were critting out their internals. Odd. Oh well. One there, one there. Alright, so we have all of our accuracy. Because Bloody Doves hates machine guns. Oh, come on, Bloody Doves. Man, you've got such a kick-ass mod. Stop messing with the... Stop messing with the game. The platform. Man has done a fantastic job, but some of his choices do definitely do make me a little sad. But like I said, the overall platform of the mod is still fantastic, and he has done an insane amount of work. He just keeps hating on things I like. That's all. Damn it, Bloody Doves. Stop hating the things I like. You have one more medium laser, I do. No, I don't. Oh, and the dismount. Yeah, you're right. It is definitely melee. Well, I mean, I can't even call it melee. Honestly, this thing could be used from quite a range. This is pretty good for a Vulcan. I mean, there's really only so much you can do with a Vulcan. You know, short of chucking in 2 ACs into a torso and calling it a day. But I mean, as we found out, we wouldn't be able to jump jet. As it stands, we still can't really jump jet. What's the thing moving at 6 and 9? Ooh. With a jump jet of 4 for terrain. 3 medium lasers is respectable for now. I mean, it does need an XL. You're not wrong. It could also use Ferrer. Okay. So I'm actually going to fire that one off because I don't see anything else needing these for now. And the Irby, hopefully the Irby turned out to be a decent one. It's the 63. R63. The R63 is the LB10 Wonder, going slower than anything else. Oh boy. That was unfortunate, but it's still an LB. What we could do We could take off the LB in favor of... Maybe. Let's have a look. Alright, so drop the LB. Tank is very good at all things mech, by the way, guys. So if you ever need to know, if you ever need an idea of what to do, Tank is pretty good. I have some ideas of my own. They're just not always the best. Alright, it's up armor. We're not getting a large laser if we up armor. This is another mech that desperately needs the XL, amongst other things. XL and Pharaoh. Because we're definitely not going to get the large like this. Not with 3 tons overweight. Drop the jump jets, swap for AC2. Okay. We'll give that a go. Wait. Yep. It is a little sad. Does it really need 45 rounds? No. The downside, its damage has been reduced quite dramatically. Upside, it has range. Now, the question, can this thing actually catch anything to fire off its weapons? This is going to be useful on some maps, and I think is going to lag heavily behind on other maps. For now, it's going to have to do. It's sad, but it is what it is. Tecto! Excel table sheets, BattleTech edition. So, the Helopolis. We said ditch the SRMs, ditch the LRM in favor of, because I mean the Irby could have needed LRMs. Now we've found that is not the case. We'll max out the armor, and I think for the most part, this kind of it'll just work. It just works. It just works. We'll put this down in the CT. And what else do we do with this? For now, we have nothing. So it'll have to do for now. Alternatives later will be ditch the LRMs in favor of SRMs as a close range get away from me. Right now, our swatting power is a medium laser and a large laser. Not bad. Not bad. 10 more days till good old computer. The addiction is getting real. No. Those are the withdrawals. The withdrawals are getting real. All right, let's validate this. Confirm.
Logged and noted.
All right. In terms of vehicles, we got a Marsden 2, which has machine gun, AC-10, and an SRM-6. Not bad. It's also tanky. And we have a Karnov, which is flying multi-missile launcher 3s. Okay. Well, that's a thing. It carries a squad of standard and Achilles battle armor. Woohoo! Yeah, so the tank and the VTOL were off a list that Az already had. So it's basically something tanky, but its weapon complement could be good, it could be bad, and something that flies, something that flaps, and it can flap in a variety of places. The downside, we got the one with the combustion engine. That is very unfortunate. We won't be able to use our scout on any kind of moon or general space, location. Unfortunate. I didn't realize there was something like that in there. I was kind of Kind of hoping for something that was all-terrain, but I'll take it. We have no choice. Right, barracks. Let's check and make sure the pilots are still good. Say hello to my crew of wacky and wonderful people. We have Icky, aka Icarus. I'm gonna read these off, so enjoy. Many see Icky as an anomaly. Many call his style reckless, but he gets results. How is this possible despite himself? What is his secret? How many push-ups? How many sit-ups? What kind of juice did he drink? Well, let me tell you, he read Sun Tzu's Art of War a few times and he eats glue. But not just any glue, high-grade scholastics glue. Oddly enough, eat a bunch of the stuff and it makes you damn near superhuman, or knocking at death's door. We're talking a 30-70 split, but those are the odds he likes. Then we have Melori. Mel's backstory is quite simply, the green pitch tricked me. Of which is kind of funny, because Wolfie isn't in yet. Well, I'm still waiting on backstory and stuff. She'll be added as a pilot we can recruit in general. Then we have Midnight. Midnight, I believe Midnight I wrote myself. Once upon a time, there was a light. It was not a small light or even a regularly large light, but a truly massive light. For you see, this light was in fact the moon. That moon, I screwed up with the moons. That moon was a truly beautiful and magnificent moon that shone brightly at all times. But there were those who envied the moon and wanted its beauty for themselves. In their arrogance and greed, they took it for themselves, dragging the moon who knows where. Unbeknownst to those greedy mortals, the moon had merely been a home to one far greater, a goddess by human reckoning, far more beautiful and magnificent than her home. She had been away exploring the stars. When the goddess returned to find her home missing and the planet it orbited dead, she wept. Where was it? Where had it gone? The moon, however, had been the source of her power, and with it missing, she began to diminish. While not quite mortal, she could no longer fly about space as she had. To find her moon would require aid. Luckily for her, the first traveler that she told her story to was a man whose dream was to be a great mercenary and travel the galaxy. In return for helping her find her moon, she would help him as best she could. While her powers were now limited, she found that her light could manipulate the energy within the metal constructions the man called Mech, and thus she learned how to become a pilot. I see elements of Pirates of the Caribbean. No! I literally just wrote it at a whim. I was originally going to do a poem, but then realized I kind of suck at poems, so... Next up, we have a meatloaf. That's right, we have a cyborg meatloaf. This is my buddy Ninja, who I also wrote myself. Ninja was but a meatloaf when his village was attacked, and he was kidnapped. He was stuffed into a dark room, in the middle of who knows where. He had lost all sense of time when light once again reached his eyes. Hands reached from the light and dragged him through gray halls before something struck him from behind. The next thing he remembered was awakening, strapped to a bed, his vision blurry and fading, and several people in masks looming over him. The side of his face burned, though he could barely feel it. He tried to move, but his vision faded. The next time he awakened was not of his body's own design. The bed he was in rocked. The sounds of distant explosions rang out. Despite feeling immense pain, Ninja did his best to escape. In doing so, he discovered that he was on a station, and that station was under attack. Clambering over debris and bodies, he caught his own reflection in a nearby window. The reality of his situation was finally dawning on him. He had been kidnapped and experimented on. Apparently being a sentient meatloaf was not enough. Now he was a cyborg meatloaf. Finding an escape pod, Ninja flew to freedom. He may have escaped that day, but much had changed in him. No matter how he felt, there was a sense of strong happiness enforced by his cyborg parts. Several days later, he made his vow. He would make an incredible amount of money. What does that have to do with his experience? Nothing. He may as well get some enjoyment from his life. Lucky for him, it turned out he could interface with Mechs at will. Swishy wrote this one. This is my friend Swo. You can see Swo, it's a her. No one dared to venture out to the distant edge of the universe. Only slow death and nothingness awaits in such a place. By the way, I didn't change Lost Tech to... I decided to keep it this way for other reasons. Yet there it was, a ship and its crew, scared and alone, and still beaming with life. Not their own mind brought back to these coordinates, but long lost tech, and now they had no way to get back. As long as the ship had fuel, there was still hope in these little creatures, but it was futile. Malfunctions rid their technology from day one. The lights dimmed till only darkness remained. The ship was not being built to last in such harsh conditions. Swearing of the crew turned into prayers, whispers, and tears. Lost, they asked anyone and anything for their salvation. Were they willing to pay the ultimate price? Their cries woke something sitting deep out of the known room humans called space. Dead generators suddenly spurred on yet again. Unusual flickering of lights jolted through their rooms. Usual silent hallways pulsated and twisted with creaks and rustles. They knew. How could they not? They knew something snuck into the ship from the outside. It made itself a home right under their noses. But even though they checked behind the panels and in the air vents, they could not pinpoint what was with them. What was with them? A lot of W's. What was with them? The captain tried to use the possibility of movement to find souls that could help them far out there, or at least get enough signal to transfer their SOS message. Suddenly, lightning sparks wrapped around the board computer. Letters emerged out of this black mirror, not from the ship, but from something else. It reached for the lost tech, which activated and moved their ship again on its own. What is going on? Where are we going? Cried the captain. The ship computer answered, "Oop, dog." Never did the captain hear such a thing. Bewildered, he asked, "What's oop, dog?" Again, the computer answered, "Nothing much. What's up with you, homie?" Swishy, you goofball. So yeah, she's an eldritch horror. So we have two goddesses, a goddess who is an eldritch horror, a simple cyborg meatloaf. We have an orc, and then there's just simply me, a guy.
Welcome, Commander.
This sums up my VTubing life, honestly. Alright, tank. And then we get on with playing. Born on an agricultural world on the rimward periphery border of the Free Worlds League, Thanos Le'er grew up working the family farm, becoming adept at fixing and piloting a modified Loader King industrial mech. Gaming! Hey, how's it going, Gaming? How you doing? Thank you for the first time chat. We're just going through our custom pilots, and we get to gaming. Well, we're probably going to have to sit and wait for a while because all of our pilots are currently useless. And not pilots, our mechs are currently useless. They're being messed with. How you doing? I'm doing good. What do you mean clowning around? You dare put a clown nose on my glorious villainous face. Yeah, tank is everywhere. You will find you go around any BattleTech stream, you're probably gonna find tank. How nibble your giblets? How nibble your giblets? dare try and nibble mine. Psh, psh, I say. Alright. Life continued until a pirate raid destroyed the farm and left Thanos to die in a literal fire. Somehow, he survived, though heavily scarred and disfigured, and set out with what funds he managed to scrape up to follow the pirates. Funds which promptly ran out when the trail ran cold on the planet Luxon, deep in the magistry of Canopus. By the way, Tank is literally the only person who has a backstory actually relating to BattleTech. Lacking even a spare change of clothing, Thanos survived by volunteering to become a practice dummy for the medical students at the University of Luxon. While this fixed his face from being merely a mass of scars, the constant cutting and resculpting of his face resulted in a figure barely recognizable as human. Eventually, Thanos was released from the medical contract and was recruited by Pleasure Circus, specializing in the weird and wacky, adopting the stage name Tank Hair. Thanos worked as a comedy relief after being the butt of the staged jokes. Saving the vast majority of his admittedly large paycheck, Thanos bought out the remainder of his contract and still had enough to restart his hunt for the pirates that burned down his family farm, ready for some well-deserved revenge. Hell yeah. Alright, that's done. And then there's me, who doesn't actually have a backstory. I grew up in the thing, blah, 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 because that's what it forces me to have. Right! There's no rules against the BattleTechs, Batman. I mean, if you go to Canopus, there's no rules against a variety of things, to be honest. Cat girls, mermaids. I'm sure there's all kinds of other wacky and wonderful things on Canopus. Right. So everything is currently under construction, which means we're probably going to have to skip the tutorial, I'm guessing. Which is fine. I don't have an issue with that. It's just a free mission. It's not a big deal. We are going to have to decline the invitation, as we have literally just a tank and a flap. Tank and a flap. That's it. We can't do this. Wait, what? A clip? Ty regrets asking Swoder. What? What do you mean regrets? Someone said cat girls. Yes, there are cat girls in BattleTech. There are cat girls in BattleTech. There are cat girls in Warhammer 40k. If we accept the invitation, can we wait it out? Or do we have to go do it immediately? I can't remember. Oh, right. We get nothing out of it. Anyway, decline the invitation. We're fine. No lasting consequences. We are going to take the crate. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Be something useful. Hey-ya! An assassin. Ooh. We got an assassin. We got some clan LRM 5s. Okay. A laser AMS and a streak SRM4 with no ammunition. That's about right.
That mech is ready to fight, Commander.
And clan LRMs don't use IS LRMs, right? Or do they use the lot? In orcish voice. Oh shit. I kind of goofed up. Okay. I'm gonna... So, for the record, I'm still trying to rework my entire setup, given that we now have the addition of U of the Tubes. So let me just grab this. Now I have that there. And this, which is OBS. 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 OBS, move. Move, OBS! Move, you fool! And I should be able to fit this right here. Excellent. Now I can see any announcements that come my way. All right. Now, what in orcish voice? Yous wanna know who? Yous wanna know how I got these scars? Let's put a smile on the face. It's a bit more Lord of the Rings. You wanna know how I got these scars? Let's put a smile on the face, boys! Wah! Yeah, I know. I'm sure the Canopian cat girls are far more attractive than the Villainids. I guess that depends who you are and what you're into. Personally, I prefer the more human-looking cat girls, but I'm sure there's people that would be into the Villainids. An assassin, it's worse than a Vulcan. Oh, God. So we really are getting screwed this time, huh? Remind me to try my hand at flamethrowers in MechWarrior 5. If MechWarrior 5 comes back to the table, I need to fix the hat. MechWarrior 5 will probably come back at some point. You're my authorized VA for this run. Mate's back on the menu, boys. Implies that there are restaurants in Mordor. No, they just eat them. They just go raw. They just take it raw. Right, Mech Bay. Okay. So it has endosteel. What can we do with it? If the refit button will come through. There we go. Right, what do we have on it? It comes with endosteel, a light engine. This is gonna be strippable later. An ER medium laser and an LB5. Oh boy. Right, well, we're gonna have to make this usable. First things first, I'm gonna say it's nimble jumper. So rather than running around, we're probably gonna want to jump all over the place to get out the max of everything. Alternatively, we ditch the jumping and we can't go down in terms of engine yet because, well, we don't have any. But what we could possibly do is, yeah, if we get rid of the jump jet. No, we don't. This is literally the start. We have nothing. So what I am thinking is we ditch the jump jets, which I know is weird for an assassin. We've got plenty of movement speed. We're just going to have to make good use of it. We ditch the LB5 in favor of ditch the ER medium. And hey, look, 2 AC2s. There we go. It's perfect. Yay! No, actually what I was thinking was chucking on the LB10. We chuck on the 10X with cluster. That should do the trick. It's not preferable, but it's kind of all we got. And then we chuck back on the ER medium and call it a day. Yay! After we don't max out the armor because, oh boy. Okay. Keep the weapons, just armor up. Oh boy. Let's armor up first. Alright, so we can get the ER medium back on. In terms of a weapon, we're probably... Yeah, I thought so. We're probably stuck. We need to kill off some stuff and we can put on the tonnage of ammo back. But I don't like how asymmetrical... I don't like asymmetrical brawlers, personally. For very obvious reasons. We don't need quite that much. There we are. Let's get the ammo back on it. Let's put the ammo on the other side. Okay. That's probably gonna have to be it. It's really not preferable, but it's better than nothing. Maybe lower the arms, increase these a little. I'm still gonna rock some face, just not as much face as we'd like, frankly. But it's another mech. It's a mech, you know? Let's run a mission to replace this thing the moment we have something else. Because I swear a Locust is better. Whoa! Let's not get too crazy. Let's not get too crazy there, man. That being said, once we can rip that light engine out, we can make use of that in a bunch of things, actually. I mean, the Irby could probably use it. Shit, could we fit the Core 280 in an Irby? Maybe not, but if maybe with an XL. A Charger is better. I mean, look. Probably. And we're probably gonna have some trouble with our earliest missions, honestly. Damn. Alright, we're probably going to eat up our first... Oh, you stupid, stupid, stupid villain. We have money. We could have bought some... Hey, do you guys want to go back? There's medium X pulses here. There's a bombast laser. There's things in here we could actually do stuff with. There's a Gauss rifle. There's a goddamn Gauss rifle right there. Guardian ECM, ferrofibrous. Ferro, light ferro. I mean, we could just reload or restart. Ah, yes, burn the first hour to... Well, I mean, to be fair, a good chunk of that was reading the backstories and having fun, but I don't mind. I don't mind. It's the first stream of this. Is there Gauss ammo? Good question. There is... not. There is not Gauss ammo. And in terms of weapons... We have Havaks we can't use. We have a heavy machine gun we can. Medium X pulses and bombast. And multi-missile launchers with LRM-5s. Save before going back just in case the store rerolls its inventory. If the store rerolls its inventory, that's also not necessarily a bad thing. Honestly. In terms of tanks and stuff that they have available, nothing we're too overly bothered with. Really, it comes down to here. What does gunnery support? Oh, it boosts the gunnery skill. Okay. The life support. Hardened life support. We have Bloodhound Probe. XL. XL would solve a couple of things. We could probably decon the assassin, get the 280, bring on an XL, and maybe we could make the Irby fast. Chaparral might be nice. Chaparral? Yeah, but it's expensive. That takes up most of our money. So no, it's not nice. Not even slightly. A PPC FCS we can't use. A laser zoom array? Huh. Oh, it's an array, so you put all the weapons in that section on it. Ah, to increase their range. That's got some potential. A periphery FCS. What? Periphery type weapons. Rockets. Heavy cannons, medium lights, rifles, howitzers. Huh. There's some fun stuff in here. There's definitely some fun stuff. Lower leg kangaroo, but only one. Lower arm Heracles, I mean. A homing cockpit? Guarantees the pilot is safely recovered. A location designator. Improved jump jets. Okay. Well, there's fun stuff in the store, but if it resets, I'm not too fussed, honestly. Alright, so load up. That would be... These were tests. Let's kill off the tests. Alright. Load game. Because there's a couple of things we could possibly do. Overall, though, I would allow one restart, but we have to do it before we push time any further than heavy metal. We get one. One. So, do we want to burn the restart? Or do we go with what we've got? I'm okay with what we've got to some degree. The Vulcan and the Assassin are sad times, but it could be worse, it could be better. So, what do you guys think? Now that you've seen what we've got available? Juan? Homing cockpit, just don't use any homing missiles near it. Will it fire with the homing missiles toward the enemy? Can I fire my cockpit at the enemy? We can't get worse than a Vulcan and an Assassin. I mean, Serini begs to differ, but I actually agree with you on the Vulcan. Vulcan is a... Ah, shit, I have to make this work. Okay, so it is... We could stop work, but yes, we're stuck. We're definitely stuck. Launch yourself into melee with an enemy pilot. Yeah! Blow through! Blow through! Keep in mind that if we restart, we will not have access to the medium X pulses, which we know for a fact are bloody good. We won't have the bombast, which I believe can be pretty good. We will not have access to any of this stuff, which, I mean, small binary laser could be useful. Laser AMS is nice and all. Small pulses are unlimited here, so we can just buy as many as we damn well please. The Ghost Rifle's nice, but the lack of ammo becomes a problem. In terms of LBs, we can't buy any ammo here. We can get some SRM for a variety of types. But nothing too crazy. LRM extended ammo, we've got... Yeah. I will actually agree on that. So, episode 1 is hitting the restart 1 hour in. Alright. Yes. There's no longer a save. We are going... Oh, God, so we have to save and quit. Figures. I'll laugh if it breaks the game by doing that. That being said, the stuff would have been usable on the Vulcan. It's not like the Vulcan's terrible. It would have been usable. But the only mech there that was any good was the Helopolis. And it wasn't even one of the particularly nice ones. We did get shivved in a lot of places. The tanks were okay. The VTOL we definitely got shivved on. We get one. I am absolutely adamant we get one restart of this. And then we have to make do. If it's worse, it's worse. Okay? That's it. That's the rule. All friendly fire, mech recovery chance of 70%. Salvage is generous. Advanced normal, slow normal, that goes to 10. 20% vanilla, lethality is half. Mech-based C-bills is normal, 15%, 15%, and everything else is left. The Vulcan and Assassin needs a lot of love to be usable, like XL and Endo. One of them had the Assassin had Endo. XL would have worked. We can't change Endo. Remember, Endo is inherently part of the mech. We would have needed Pharaoh, which we had access to, but we had to buy them to make them work. 12 restarts later, I refuse. I am absolutely adamant. Right here, right now, this is it. This is the one restart. The one redo. Which does mean we get to rebuild the mix, which is nice. But we'll see what we get. We'll see what we get. I know there's a Vulcan with Endo. We got the Assassin with Endo, dude. Vulcan would have made do with Pharaoh and an XL. And honestly, what I would probably have done is deconned all of the Assassin and then put as much of that into probably the Urban Mech to make the Urban Mech more usable. So you know what this start is. We have a Helopolis that will roll it from, you know, it'll roll, it's equally weighted. Then we have a Pirate start medium. And then we have a guaranteed Urban Mech. We have a guaranteed tank and a guaranteed VTOL. Everything rolls within a group. So it could be garbage. We could get an absolute dumpster fire of a start. We could get an amazing start. I know that the Pirate medium can actually become a Banshee. Which, frankly, will cheese out the start, but it's such a small chance that I don't mind. And I mean, it is weighted against becoming a Banshee. Alright, let's get myself a silly random voice.
Waiting on you, Command. Ready for orders. Standing by. Waiting for orders.
Yeah, I am Chaticus. Chaticus McChattles. I am Tyroki. Glorious villain. Here to do whatever the hell I want. Alright, war is business, and war never changes. Thank you, Fallout. Okay. The duckies! Why? Don't modify mechs until you open the heavy metal crate, so we know what we have to work with. Fine. I'm gonna push past the tutorial mission though. There's not really much point doing it. Alright, so we have LRM ammo, we have AC2 ammo, SRMs, we have an LRM-10, a large laser, AC5, LRM-5s, medium laser, SRM-4, 2 AC2s, jump jets, heat sinks, more SRM-2s, a jump jet, 2 small lasers, 2 machine guns, and an AC5 ammo, which is apparently rare. On the plus side, that means we have ammo for the AC5. Okay. It's already a good start. We have the Helopolis 2I, a Vindicator 1AA, and the Irby 1000X Light. Well, I mean, of course it's light, but it's a freaking Irby. It may as well be a medium. Hold up, does that Urban Mech have Endo and Pharaoh? That Urban Mech has Endo and Pharaoh. Ooh. All right, we're not going to look at any of this until we hit heavy metal, okay? This time. We decline the invitation. I don't see a point of taking a contract with no possibility of salvage. Take the crate. Come on! Be something fun! A Whitworth! A Whitworth with 2 VSPLs, a multi-missile launcher 7, narc beacons, narc haywires, and a narc launcher. Hang on, that's usable.
That mech is ready to fight.
Ah, Whitworth, though. Man, I would have taken the assassin over the Whitworth. All right, let's see what we get. We're not going to modify anything till we see, okay? So, the Halopolis is... Oh, good gods, it's the dual thumper artillery one. Okay. We're not needing to modify that. Not at all. Except putting the heatsink right there. Maybe taking off the lasers in favor of armor. Holy shitballs. Artillery. Ha! And yes, by the way, this is fully obtainable as a thing. It's a legitimate thing we fought at one point. I think we fought a different version, but this is just rude. Hey, Swishy, you're still here. How you doing, swear? XL LFE for more armor, but yeah, this works. Yeah, no kidding, this works. We just have to move the double into the safety. We got the Vindy. Oh, that's a lot of armor. It's reduced. Oh gods. Oh gods. Right. That needs work. That needs work badly. I'm slammed on my table with work, but I try my best to get it done. How's it going for you? Did I make some money already? Not yet. Not yet. Yeah, this is gonna need work. We're gonna have to take our time on this. We may have to look at the shop big time. It's the Vin. Ah! Why am I dying? I know you said, where's my armor? But damn. Damn. Yeah, no, you'll get money eventually. Don't you worry, you'll get your payments. Holy mother of urban mech. Oh. Okay. That needs an XL. Oh, we have a very artillery run this time. I don't know if that's a good thing. On the plus side, we've got thumper ammo, shape charge, and Fascum for other things. Did somebody say 3 thumpers? Yeah. This isn't gonna work. We can't do this. We can't have 2 freaking artillery mechs. Discount Dan had a sale on thumper artillery, apparently. Yeah. I do not like how limited the armor is. It has no backup weapon other than a freaking ER small laser. No. No. Just no. Oh boy. That Irby needs help. Right, the Whitworth. Please be something usable. Of course it's LRM. Wait, hold up. LRM with Artemis? Ooh, that's actually okay. Okay. With a medium laser backup and room for more mediums. This isn't too bad. In fact, this can only get better. This is a nice place to start. I might consider killing off the jump jets. Maybe. Though it can terrain with the jump jets, so... The Whitworth is surprisingly okay. I don't like its reduced armor, though. I'm gonna have to look at it. It may lose the medium. Alright, next thing that's important. Let's look at the store. As I learn how to do this faster. We have access to a snub-nosed PPC, a large binary laser. Let's do this piece by piece. We have a Gauss rifle. We have a Gauss rifle with no ammo. Okay. We have AC-10, AC-20. Do we have ammo for those? We have 10 and 20. We have 20 frag and 20 heap. Heap is... Which one's heap? Is heap the one that will practically, you know, it'll go nuclear if it takes damage, but you have even more ammo? Contains 5 ammo. No, wait. How does heap work again? I don't remember. And we have frag, which is great against structure and terrible against armor. Possibly usable. We have cluster for LBs that we, I believe, do not have this time. AC5, we have precision. Oh, we have an AC5. Okay. Was it worth it? God damn it! Heap is plus 10 damage to us or to the enemy? Increased autocannon damage by 10 per shot. Ooh. 5 rounds to shoot. Big bada boom. Precision rounds are worth picking up. Straight up. AoE rounds I'm not sure about. It could be worth having. And I believe that's all we have for the ballistics. For lasers, we have... Okay, we have large binary lasers, we have bombast lasers, we have snub-nosed PPC, plasma rifles, ER large lasers, very nice. We have large pulse, we have medium pulse, and an actual PPC. Oh. High explosive arse punching? What? The snub is nice. The ER large lasers are nice. Plasma rifle. Let me quickly check. I don't think we have ammo for plasma rifle this time. No, we do not. We do, however, what the hell is follow the leader missiles? What? Will either hit all or miss completely and have improved clustering on the target. Ooh. Increases the clustering modifier of the weapon by 25%, meaning shots are that much more likely to hit the same target on location on the target. Ah. We do have plasma ammo. I just saw it. You did? Oh, you did! Ew! Okay. Possibilities are forming. We have LRM fast cam, and we know what I'm like with fast cam, aka making my life so much harder. We have LRM swarm ammo. All of these are kind of what fast cam and swarm are nice. What about follow the leader? Are these particularly nice? They sound like they could be useful, but they sound like if they're gonna miss, they're just gonna miss. In terms of equipment, we have a boosted BAP. Boosted BAP. A boosted BAP. A boosted active probe. So a BAP. So it's a boosted active probe. It removes the limiters from the generic BAP and increases the scanning power of any unit it's attached to, but turning it on might as well be blaring "Shoot me bro, I'm looking for you" on a loudspeaker, thanks to the massive visibility on sensors it provides to the enemy. Wait, that's a boop, not a BAP. Thanks for the boop. A Beagle active probe. No, this is a boosted active probe. It is a boosted active probe, so it's a boosted BAP. A boosted active probe. Clearly, that is what it says right there. Take that. I know it's Beagle. I know it's Beagle. We have a compact engine. So increases the weight, but gives more slots to play with. We have improved jump jets again. We have TSM. Now, what we found last time, TSM, aka Triple Strength Mjolnir, is always just active. It is a passive. It has passive heat boost. All the heat that it gains shows on the thing. It has walking distance boosting and blah blah blah. It makes the kick and punch do more. We have a heatsink kit. We cannot really we can't afford this or the TSM. Let's be honest here. We're not affording this. Yeah, we're not affording this. We have e-cooling available. We have an exchanger. Ooh. That could be useful now, actually. We have an autocannon FCS. We have immediate use of that. We have machine gun FCS. We have potential use of that. Laser zoom array, laser insulator. So between the laser insulator and the exchanger, I think we could actually have a laser boat be completely viable. Thunderbolt FCS is a possibility as well. So the store has options. It also has your standard ACs, the AC-20, which does have ammo, bombast laser, ER lasers. We can have as many ER large lasers as we want. We have 3.6 million to play with. We have a very expensive start. Well, no, 350 is not that bad. It'll get worse, but it's not that bad to start with. In terms of the barracks, I believe the pilots all have XP to spend. Some of which have more than others. It was kind of chosen at random by tank. Not tank, by Az. We can maybe turn the Vindy into an ER large laser instead of a PPC. That's a possibility. Let's have a look. We do have vehicles to start. Oh, good point. Thank you for reminding me. We have vehicles to start with. What do we get? We got the Marsden 2 again. So SRM-6, AC-10 machine gun. And we have the Dakota this time, which still has ice. Oof. And unlike the last time, this only has a single standard battle armor to fire off. It also has medium lasers. In terms of start, this is a much worse VTOL than we had. Much worse. Previous one had the multi-missile launcher thing. I had like 4 of them. It was really nice. It was also tankier. And it had 2 battle armor to drop. However, it is still a VTOL. It is still usable as just, you know, it's just usable. In terms of anything else, we're pretty much dead set on what we've got now. So our vehicles, our mechs, yeah. Let's have a look at vehicles can't be refitted. Yeah, thanks. There is actually a setting for that, but you have to remember to turn it on every time you play. All right, so in terms of this, it has lower arms. Yes, it could. In terms of that, let's go. So it would be large laser, large laser. It might not be able to handle it. We might have to ditch the LRM-5. I'm okay with that. It might be a bit too much in terms of tonnage, honestly. We may have to kill off either jump jets or heat sinks. I am okay with either. Double ER large lasers would make this a lot more usable. Now, if you meant any vehicles in terms of the store will have vehicles, but vehicles have a tendency of being really expensive. Oh look, shit! They have the Dakota available. Ballista, the Karnov. Karnov is that a VTOL? Yeah, it's a VTOL. It has, see, the Karnov is what we had before. That's the 4 times MML. We got screwed and we got the Dakota. But 2 medium lasers from above, not a terrible thing. It is what it is. Let's have a look at the store. We could... Who is continuously trying to get hold of me? Leave me be, man. Leave me be. Right. Store. We're already in the store. What are we doing? Did I just bug it out? Okay, no, there we go. Right. So, I want to have a look at ER larges. Okay, so ER larges are 420 optimal out to 840 meter. That is straight up long range. So that's good. That'll be nice. We could attach them to... We could attach them to laser zoom arrays. Or, yeah. Ooh, one of them would get that, not the other one. We can only get one. For the Vindy, we can drop the LRM small laser jump jets to armor up at or near full. With 2 ER larges, or are we talking about mediums? Because, yeah. We could laser insulate the larges. Might be a bit expensive for what we're wanting. This store did not have Ferro, XL, or anything fun. Which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Gyro Defense Osprey could make something actually quite defensible. PPC and medium laser. I would probably drop the PPC, honestly. Could just be me. And the Beagle Active Probe, or the boosted Beagle Active Probe. Do we have anything that could actually utilize this? I don't think we do. Yeah, this got a bit unfortunate with the start. But our mechs are a better choice, so... I reckon we could get the Exchanger, because that'll fit across the whole mech. Let's buy the Exchanger.
New equipment available.
And then ER larges, or we could get the plasma rifle. I love how it's just like, yes, if there's enemy battle armor, please just kill it in one go. Just don't worry about it. Just end it. End it right now. Plasma rifles do a chunk of damage. What are they like compared to standard PPC though? Standard PPC, what's the difference? Has recoil? It does, oh, it's bonus damage. Oh, of course, it overheats the target as well. That's right. I remember now. Maybe not. We could also, instead of the ER larges, we could large pulse. Yeah, and last time everybody was like, get plasma, get plasma, get plasma, and then I got plasma and it just didn't do much in terms of heat. And they're hot as hell to fire. I've also been wanting to try these bombast lasers. So, overall, what I'm thinking, though, is... the snub would be nice, but we don't really have anything we can use it on. We could pick up some medium pulses. They are very close, though. They're also damn sight heavier. That's 6 plasma on an awesome. The alternative to going ER large lasers would be chuck another PPC, but the thing is already heavy enough as it is. Hang on.
New weapon systems available.
I'm gonna buy 2. We won't necessarily use 2. In terms of ammo, we should definitely pick up ammo where we can. Last time we played, we couldn't find plasma ammo worth a damn. So I'm gonna pick up the plasma ammo,
Available.
even if we're not gonna use it. We're gonna get the precision.
New equipment available.
And we're gonna get... we're gonna pick up the fast cam
New equipment
and the
available.
swarm. Okay. I reckon in terms of ammo for... we don't care about any of this right now. Do we want to pick up some LB ammo for if we find a store that has LBs? Is a question. Do we want to pick up the BAP? Do we want to pick up hardened cockpit or inner? I'd say it's all too expensive right now. Improved heat bank. Where standard heat sinks rely on coolants, heat banks do not. They simply collect and expel heat automatically and only in certain increments. This means that while their effect doesn't get accounted for by Mechs cooling systems, they always vent off their collected heat, regardless of environments. This trait makes heat banks invaluable in extremely hazardous environments, such as Martian or lunar settings. Just the ammo you want right now, yeah. Do we want the heat bank? Or autocannon FCS, yes.
New equipment available.
Do we want the laser insulators? Can we even afford to use them? Do we need them? We can only afford, we can only get 1 laser zoom. There's only 1. Machine gun FCS is entertaining as a concept to me. The weapon attachment increases the attached weapon's number of shots per trigger pull by 1 in all modes. So if the weapon on ×1 fires 3 shots, it now fires +3 in each mode. What? Wait, what? What? I'm buying these. I'm buying these for later. I don't know if we'll make good use of them, but I want to try them. So it's now down to the insulators. Do we pick up 2 insulators and call it a day? Or not? Also, we never found autocannon FCS last time. And I do like my autocannons. It's a shame about the periphery FCS. Can the periphery FCS be used with loaders? If it can't be used with loaders, it's not worth it. If it can... huh. I might get them anyway.
New equipment
Get the
available.
autocannon. Screw it, we're gonna get the 2 laser insulators.
New equipment available.
And then I guess we call it a day there. TSM we'll have to pick up another day when we actually have money worth a damn and not our starting cash. Right. To the mech bay with no regrets. Okay, let's start out with the Vindy. I don't think the loaders will affect the FCS. In that case, oh boy. That'll be awesome. All right, let's ditch the jump jets. Having jump jets on everything is not a necessity. I can hear Az screaming in the distance. All right, so we want another hand if possible. Nope, no hand can go on that one. Okay. Lasers. ER large, ER large. Max armor. We are way above. 225 requires not this many outside heatsink. We can drop some heatsink. Can't drop too many though. Yep, there it goes. We've started hitting on the... Actually, hang on. We did buy the exchanger, which is heavy as hell. Okay. And we did buy laser insulators. They're not strictly necessary for the Vindy, I don't think. Honestly, we don't have to have maximum heat efficiency. We can always take a turn to vent. This thing will vent 40, it uses 44. They're not strictly necessary. Hell, if we drop some armor, let's say a little bit in the CT. If we just put on a single heatsink, we're square. On the legs. You got me. But yeah, we can get a heatsink on. Huh. Actually, no, I am going to kill off the CT1. There we go. Okay. That's square. It does mean that hot planets are going to suck a little, but we are a little more manageable. We will vent 44. So on a hot world, we're just going to have to take a turn. It's not a big deal. One turn, that's all it is. This is an all-range mech capable of doing good damage, 90 damage pretty much from any range. Is it amazing? No. Can we do much else right now? Not without Pharaoh and an XL. Pharaoh and an XL will allow us to basically max the sucker out. The alternatives to what we've got here is... How's the movement? 5-7. If we could have made that... If we could make it faster, another possibility is to just go maximum SRM and call it a day. I know we've got an SRM 6 on something, so we could do that, but this will do quite nicely as a starter. It is basically a consistent long-range punch. Punch. You know, it'll do the trick. Alternative to the exchanger, because the exchanger is 2 entire ton, is to put the cheaper laser insulators on and then call it a day while still having an extra ton to play with. With an extra ton to play with, what we could then do is we could put a medium laser on. Yes, it brings the heat efficiency down, but the medium laser doesn't get used until we're closer anyway. Much closer. Much closer. which makes its close range damage much better. Hell, medium range damage now goes up as well. And I would not use it at long. That's a lie. It's lying to us. It seems to think long range is, you know, much closer. It's not. Alternatives to this alternative is we don't use the medium laser and we put on, I don't know, a small VSPL or something. Nope, that's high tonnage. Could just slap on a small laser and call it a day. I don't think we can do a whole lot with only a single ton outside of more heat sink for, I don't know, say we do get that hot map and now we've got higher dissipation, which is nice. We like dissipation. It's tasty. It is overkill right now, which is why I'm leaning towards an extra medium, but I don't know if I'm going to need those mediums for the other mechs. Two jump jets to hop over molehills. That's not a bad idea, actually, man. That is not a bad idea at all. We don't jump unless we have to. It's only going to be 2, but in any case where 2 jump jets can jump, that would be useful. It's not going to be amazingly useful, though. Keep that in mind.
Take it, bitch!
Ow! Thank you. Hit! Hit! Ka-cha! Huh. Lower the legs to 80. Put on 3rd jump jet. Now it can jump up even slightly bigger cliffs. It's still a damn sight more durable than it was. And I mean, wow, that's a big difference. But yeah, additional jump jet will make it nicer. Assuming they don't just blow off the legs, of course. Alright, let's fire it off. 12 days.
Logged and noted.
Alright, next up, let's have a look at the Helopolis. I don't think too much needs to change other than it needs to tank up. So let's drop the medium laser. Move the heatsink double. Keep the case for sure. Do we have a spare case? No. Let's armor up. See how far that goes. Pretty far. We can take the legs down to 130 apiece. And almost be there. This is actually overkill on armor for now. This is massively overkill on armor for now. And it's got no way to hold off anything that tries to come up to it. Leave this later, we're dropping the... Ah, yeah, you're right. Good point. Well made. Let's skip to the Irby. Okay, Urban Mech. Drop the Thumper. Drop all the ammo. That leaves that ammo for our Helopolis. That also gives us a case. Thank goodness for that. Drop the ER. Drop the ammo. That is a lot of ammo to play with. Thumper artillery isn't close range friendly. Wait, what? No. We can put 2 AC2s on this. And yeah, Thumpers Thumpers have to go for the range. And given how they are, they're going to be the 2-turn wonders, which is unfortunate, but when they do their job, oh boy, will they do their job. And you're right, we could put 2 AC2s on it. In fact, we did just get precision for AC5 though. Keep that in mind. First things first, up armor. We can work from there. The AC5 with the precision ammo. An AC2. We'd have to kill off the jump jets. We can't do... If it had... The XL would make a huge difference, but we don't have an XL to play with. The engine type itself is also part of the problem. So, precision ammo. Reduce the legs by 1 apiece. Drop the other arm. Hello! Honestly, jump jets on the Irby are sort of required since if there is anything in its way, it'll never get there. I hate that you're right, actually. Let's ditch the 2, keep the 5. I know, but keep the 5 because precision. Early on, we're going to be dealing with a lot of things making use of evasion. This is going to be a necessity. This way, we can put back on the jump jets. That'll let it at least move. How you doing, by the way, Zid? Welcome. Thank you for the first time chat. I appreciate it. How's it going? You like you some BattleTech? This is my second... technically, we did a restart. So we've done a restart today, but this is my second campaign. Not campaign, but career. This is my second run of BattleTech since release. We did a run some months, within the past few months. This is BattleTech Advanced. BTA-U, Glory be. Also doing some BTA at the moment. Eclectic mix of mechs you got to start. It could have, it was technically worse, but in terms of gear, we got worse this time. Our VTOL is also worse. But last time we had a Vulcan and an Assassin, neither of which were decent, particularly decent ones, I would say. The Assassin did come with Endo, but... I mean, we could have made it work with stuff in store, but we would have had to burn pretty much every bit of funds we had just to make it work. Okay. So... we are not getting an AC2 on if we do this. And how's your run going, by the way? Oh, thanks, Sorrybot. You need more ammo. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Unfortunately. I got an assassin for this start. It blew up from overheating. It sicked above the bar and killed its pilot. Lost the mech too. Oh no. Actually, is there more AC2 ammo in the store? There might be. You really gonna make me redo all of this? You really gonna do that? And honestly, precision, remember what I said. I don't think AC2 had precision available in store. We need that precision early. There is no getting around it. We need that precision. Although it's an Irby, is it going to be able to catch up to actually do AC5? Oh, the game is doing game things. I think the game is hanging. Shit. Shit. Oh, there it goes. Ah, crap. Game, calm down. The moment I can't... Ah, there it goes, there it goes. Okay, cool. Let's get a save in here. Before the game decides that it wants to really have another conniption. Let me check my background. I've got something in the background. Let me do this. That should help. I do have a browser running. But it's only one tab. Store is just being a pain in the butt. Being a big pain in the butt. My gods, it does not like the store. Alright, relax. It's alright, game. Shh. Shh. Yeah, it's crapping out. Guys, I think we need to restart the game. Yes, we do. Yep, let's save and quit just in case. I'm going to restart the game fully. Interesting. That's the first time it's really crapped itself after only 2 hours. I haven't done the most recent update, though. Mostly because I need to go save all the pilots. I blacklisted a whole lot of pilots. Just because, you know, I want to keep it to my community. And a few extras. Like we can get Bloody Doves, we can get I actually put Sereni in from the community stuff, so we should be able to find Sereni. We can get HB, we can get a few others. And I believe Techs and Grandpa Techs are a thing as well. For the record, yes, the game has quite literally crapped itself. Well, I know what that means. It means I'm restarting the gaming computer, so I'm gonna need everybody to just hold your horses, bear with me. We have to do the thing. Which is unfortunate, but there's not a whole lot I can do about it right now. If I close that, it shouldn't be a problem. This is my first time doing stuff to YouTube, by the way. And I don't think that's the problem, but anyway. Ah, we're having that issue where it won't restart again. Interesting. Oh, what did we do last time? I know we did shenanigans. So I had to go to safe mode, and then I had to restart from safe mode, I think it was. The game's like, I already gave you 3 Thumperarty barrels. What more do you want? Everything. Everything and everything. Give me everything, game. Hell, give me an Annihilator. I'll take an Annihilator. Well, I don't think the Annihilator is re-released yet, but I'll take an Annihilator. Alright, I'm just gonna have to kill the computer. This happened last time as well. BattleTech being BattleTech. It only happens with BattleTech Advanced as well. It might just be BattleTech in general, but Advanced definitely makes it harder. But I would not want to play without my kitchen sink. I tell you that. Because a kitchen sink is awesome. Oh yeah, playing vanilla battle, any kind of vanilla BattleTech based game. Even MechWarrior 5 vanilla is just painful. Painful, I tells you. Alright, I'm gonna kill off Discord on this one. Just in case. and those shouldn't be a problem. Radmins shouldn't be a problem, right? It's a single player game. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Well, episode one is being ruined by scuff. That's about bloody right. Oh, the scuffing is real. Yeah, wow, computer did not start up and all, right, it started up and all the stuff that it's supposed to have has not turned on. Oh. This only happens with BattleTech, I tell you. I don't remember how to do this. We only ever did this once. Okay, if I recall correctly, this was settings. It started up and chose violence. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. It started up and was like, you want me to work? I'm going to hold your system ransom. You will do everything I tell you. And I'm sitting here like, but what do you want? What do you want from me? And I still have no idea what it wants. Right. Now, I cannot remember for the life of me how you hit restart in safe mode to do this quickly. Who the heck? How to restart. See, I know there's many reasons why Windows 11 has been avoided by everybody that can, and I've been forced to use it because I don't know what I'm doing, and my my computer admin has determined that it must be 11. I don't know why. 11 sucks so much. I actually preferred Windows 7. 10 was possible. 7 was better. Okay, so we want to go here. Yes, system. Yes. There should be a recovery. Haha! Then what we want to do is we want to go advanced startup. Yep. Restart. Then I choose safe mode. Then I restart the computer. Then we do something else. Which is, I'm pretty sure, just start the computer normally and... yeah. Alright, so let's get back into thinking about this. So Urban Mech is gonna be looking at an AC5 with precision rounds. That'll help with, because we're probably going to be doing either halves or ones for skulls. Probably ones. The halves will probably be boring. In terms of the what we're going to be facing, primarily it'll be light mechs with some mediums. There's going to be a lot of evasion. I know this was my argument earlier, but not minus, but ignoring 2 pips of evasion will make a huge difference for actually hitting the target. We also have autocannon FCS to put on, which is going to make it even more accurate. So that'll be a big difference. Okay, I did an advanced startup. I've restarted, and now all I have is a black screen. Oh, this happened last time as well. BattleTech, what is wrong with you? Why would you do this to me? Oh boy. Guys, I'm at a bit of a loss. I'm gonna try one more time. I'll kill it manually. I'll start it up. Come on. Come on. I believe in you. That belief is everything to me. Everything I tells you. I'm gonna have to cut this part out of the frickin' VOD, aren't I? Although there is the end. Oh! Ew! Ew! Okay, hold on. Wait. I've got the advanced options. Okay. Safe mode. Where is it? Oh dear. I don't remember. Ah! No, I don't want to reinstall Windows. I mean, I do, but no, because I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Okay. See, once upon a time, you used to just hit a button while starting your computer, and it was so much easier to deal with. Okay. Okay, so we want advanced options, startup settings, fantastic. Okay, restart. I gotta get to bed. It's past midnight here. Best of luck for getting this fixed. Catch you later. Have a good one, Gaming. It's good to see you. Zid, crossed fingers and toes. Wait, you can cross your toes? I can only cross my big toe with the one next to it. Can you cross your other toes? I think I used to be able to, but now they're just so tense that it doesn't work. Oh boy. Back to the black screen. Restart. Computer doesn't like this, but computer is not giving me a choice. Give me a choice, you fool! Oh, here we go. Enable safe mode. Yes. Ha-ha! This is so roundabout. Once upon a time, literally a single button. One button. One button to do all of this. Now, I should be able to just restart from here, and it should work. Worked last time. Please work. I need this. I need it. I need it in my life. Please? Please? Well, it worked last time. It's not working this time. Windows 7 was the best OS. Yeah, I'll agree. It looks like so Windows 10 is losing support, and it looks like instead of going to Windows 11, I was reading an article about this. Microsoft has lost market cap on Windows 11 because everyone's going back to Windows 7. Everybody that, you know, can actually do these things, of course. Windows 2000! Oh, gods no, 7 was way better. Well, okay, it didn't start better. It got better. I think 7 is honestly the best. But I mean, if we're really going back there, let's go back to Win 95. 98? Man, I remember Windows 98. Wait, was there a Windows 95? Or am I thinking Doom 95? Either way, it's not restarting, so I'm just gonna have to... This entire process has been useless. I don't know what to do with the computer, but... Windows 98 was probably the most stable. Yeah, there was a 95. See, I thought so. Granted, Doom 95, you know, the original Doom. Doom is the best. Don't get me wrong, 2016, fantastic game. The original Doom, still the best. Doom Eternal, just, you know, it just doesn't, it pales in comparison. And then you have Quake. Quake. Another series that died off. I avoided Vista like the plague. I know someone who was using the Millennium Edition, Windows Me. It was terrible. It was genuinely awful. Absolutely, it was an absolute travesty. And his computer was so weak, it just could not handle it. ME was such a hog on everything. And again, all my startup stuff is not working. Nothing is starting up properly. BattleTech, what the heck? What have you done to my computer? Like, goddamn! Right. Yeah, Windows Me, worst of all worlds. It really was. It's not even a joke. Pull the plug? Would that help? Actually, yeah, that should wipe. Okay. Let's hope I get the right one. Probably should kill it first. Make sure the power is no longer in it. Hey, how long do I have to keep the plug pulled for? Still doing 10 here, but I've made one of those micro Win 11 ISOs, and we'll try installing it on the gaming computer to begin with. It's got nothing but a Steam library. I do not recommend going to Windows 11, dude. I don't know what micro Win 11 is, but Windows 11 has been a shit show. I'm not even just talking about the anti-privacy problems. I'm talking like it's just been a shit show in terms of functionality. You know, it works against you. Also, we're probably going to stream for an extra hour, just throwing it out there. I prefer I'd prefer we stick to the 4 hours, but I want to play my game. Just wait for Windows 13. Windows 13. They have to do Windows 12 first. And just remember, Windows 12 is going to have even less functionality and even more telling you what you can and can't do. Seriously, Windows 11 can do less than previous Windows. Live! Live, you great beast! The microbit is disabling the telemetry in phone homes. I'll be switching it to a Windows 7-like interface. You're gonna have to tell me how to do that. I think I should just start learning Linux. Not if you want to play games. So I can find my way around it. The Windows 10 Home Edition or Windows 11 Oddity non-starter button I will not accept. What? Non-starter button? Wow. I can't even control my mouse right now. I've turned it on. I don't know what's going on. But it started Discord automatically, so that's a thing. I can't do anything in Discord. It's shitting itself something fierce. Crab people. God damn it, Tank. Let me watch this a moment. Yeah, look at that king crab. It's beautiful. Oh, look at it. Fire. Come on, fire. Yeah. What is that thing using? AC-10s? It's fun how the king crab protects its weapons within the claws. But the claws themselves aren't actually that useful. Still, I mean, if you're going to punch things, it'd be easier to punch with the claws than punch with a barrel. You can damage the barrel. All right, let's give this a try. Because Steam wouldn't even start last time. And we're looking at something similar. Oh boy. My computer is shitting itself something fierce. I can't actually interact with anything. I don't know what the hell BattleTech did. Everything worked fine until I played BattleTech. Yeah, sorry guys. I know this isn't gonna be that fun or interesting or anything of the sort, but my computer is really having a conniption right now and I don't know what's going wrong. Like, it is freezing on something and I don't know what. Yeah, I really don't know what. Can you open this up a little bit more? Well, that's not a problem, actually. It's not use, like, the CPU's fine, the memory's fine. Disk is fine. Oh, wait, disk is shitting itself. What? Position of time the disk. What? I don't understand. Oh, it's 100%, so it's fine, right? That's not the problem. Graphics card's not having a problem. Let me read here. Real start button is down on the left and brings up an actual start menu consisting of installed things instead of whatever the hell Windows 11 has, which is just what is this shit? Like, what is this? Pinned, Microsoft Store, Outlook, Photos, Solitaire and Casual Games, Clock, Xbox. Like, what is all this crap? And why is most of this crap pinned? I don't know what any of this garbage is. Recommended from the stuff that you've downloaded lately, including the music, which is now what my stream's gonna have to start with. Oh, it's kind of stopped crapping itself. It started up Radman. That's a good start. That's a good start. I killed Steam and Radman started, so that was a thing. Let's see if we can get Steam to start up again. Might have been Steam. BattleTech and Steam just having a fun interaction. The regular-sized hero crab, big steel claws, uses its claw as a melee weapon. Can be gotten from a flashpoint. I love the thing. Ooh. Speaking of the flashpoints, the ones that aren't the main campaign, do they come back? Or, you know, are flashpoints random? Okay, Steam is kind of stuck on loading user data. It won't start properly. This has happened before, and I do not remember how I fixed it. Damn. I don't know what's wrong. I think they respawn occasionally after their initial date. Ah, okay. Because that's a lot of flashpoints I cannot keep up with. Okay, what if I do this? Okay. And then what if we... Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing, computer? I see that hourglass. Constantly going away and coming back. What are you doing? Nope, didn't want to open that. Let's just quit that a sec. Okay, here we go again. Try again. Loading user data. Please load the user data, Steam. You know, Steam used to be way more functional as well. Now it's just a finicky mess. Guys, I feel bad. I know that scuff is part of any standard stream, but this is getting a bit above and beyond, you know? It's not entertainment. Yeah, Steam won't start. I'm gonna try something. Let's see if it works. All right, guys, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kill... Wow, I can't even shut the computer down anymore. I'm gonna kill the computer. I'm gonna unplug the computer. I'm gonna put us on a 10-minute break. I'm gonna plug the computer back in, and if it still doesn't work, I'm gonna have to call it. That's the plan. All right, bear back. It's me! Okay. Things seem to be okay. They're actually running. Unplugging it for several minutes seems to have ejected it. Finally. Q's told me of a program that can help you kill off processes like that are not wanting to be let go. So here's hoping. Right, let me start up the game. Steam is up. Steam is working. Awesome. BattleTech. And I have sandwiches, so hey. Kind of worked out. But I am gonna have to find out how you kill off chunks of a YouTube VOD, because that's a chunk of the VOD I don't want there. Right. That being said, when we're actually done, if DK is still up, we'll probably raid that direction. So if you're curious as to what I've got, I made a pair of sandwiches. Bit bread with a couple of layers of ham. Slice of cheese in each. Baby spinach, and I mean a heaping of baby spinach. A little bit of mayonnaise, and some mango chutney, or relish, whichever one. Absolutely delicious. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think the motherboard's been replaced in a while. Well, maybe no, it had to be. That's right, it had to be, because otherwise we couldn't upgrade the RAM. Liver patty, ugh, and sliced pickles. Wait, do you mean pate? Like P-A-T-E? Pate? Pate is amazing. Cracked pepper pate is the best. Chicken and cracked pepper. Oh, ho, ho. A patty is like a burger patty. That's what P-A-T-T-Y is, or I-E. Yeah, pate. English just outright stole the French word. It's not spreadable, it's sliceable? Sliceable? Huh? I have never had a pate that was not spreadable. What? Really? That's a thing? Interesting. All right, take these off, take these off, take these. No, wait, Ty, hold up. We're going to the store. Okay. No, there is no ammo for the AC2. All that for that. I'm not kidding. All that was just to find out if there was ammo for the AC2. It's funny. It's pretty firm, but there are spreadable variants of the same by the same brand. Hey, I love pate. In fact, from my understanding, pate is also a Hungarian like preferred delicacy. They call it they translate it from into English as, I think it was like liver spread or something like that, and I'm just like, dude, it's pate. The French love it. And English just stole the French word. Me, I also love it. It's that good stuff. It tastes so good. So damn good. Alright, so we need precision accuracy. We need to keep the jump jets. I'm gonna spread the heat sinks. Right. We need weapons, small lasers. Wait. What's the deal with these? You got your small laser out to 120 with +1 accuracy and a chance to deal a critical hit, right? What about the variable speed pulse lasers? What's the deal with these? Load up heat sinks around the ammo so it can soak crits. That's an interesting idea. That's an interesting idea. Huh. And just in case we have water, we'll put some dissipation there. VSPLs can change range. Yes. They also appear to have more damage. They do not have the increased accuracy, however. They do it. They just ignore 4 evasion pips. Do small lasers do that? No, they ignore 3. Ooh. Okay. Our damage is not amazing on the Irby here. But considering it doesn't have an XL, this is kind of the best we can do right now. So that's how that works. No, can't do jump jets. We're maxed. Sorry, I'm also eating. It has the power. It doesn't have the mobility, but it has the power. Shift clicking to set ammo in 1-step increments. What? What? Oh, armor. Yeah. I forgot. I straight up forgot. No, you're all good. You're all good. I mean, look at me. I've been struggling with the computer, and I start stream at 10 a.m. I woke up at 9. 16 days for this. This is gonna struggle to get there. There's a reason why it was using thumper artillery. Well, then it's an urban mech, so core 60 is standard, but this'll do for now. 16 days though, bloody hell. Oh, wait. Autocannon FCS. Using precision ammo. We'll give it 3 accuracy and negative. Sorry, it'll give it 2 accuracy, negative 3 evasion. Win. That's a win right there. We do need to kill off half a ton. What if we just don't have case? Look, the problem I'm gonna have with smalls is that this thing will never catch anything to use them. At that point, they're a waste of... They're just a waste. They're a waste of time. Even with these, it's barely gonna get them ever used. They're there for battle armor. Do we fight battle armor outside of the clans? I didn't think battle armor were a thing until you actually start fighting the clans. Oh, come on. Damn it, man. Have a sense of decorum, sir. It needs a bigger engine. It really does. There's just nothing we can do about that. Can't put more jump jets on it. Can't put any lasers on it. We are not on 1.9. We're not on 9.4. We are on 9.32. We're in the previous one because I didn't look. I woke up this morning, saw that there was an update and went shit, and that update's probably been there for a bit, but there's a lot of stuff I have to do. Otherwise we're gonna have to we'll lose a lot of stuff that I've done. It doesn't need more ammo. It doesn't need more ammo. It's good. It's got 32 shots. 32 rounds. It's not gonna use that. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so battle armor is very common now. That's a thing. That's definitely going to make the game interesting. In that case, we're going to have to keep that in mind. So we use these to blap battle armor, eh? What else are you going to use 2 tons on? That's a fine question. Mighty fine, even. One of which I currently can't answer. I didn't buy the boosted BAP, did I? No, I didn't buy the boosted BAP. And this wouldn't make good use of it anyway. It's too slow. It moves at the speed of 3. More than likely 2. It jumps at 2. It's an urban mech. It's not going anywhere. Yeah, it's not gonna work. It's just lacking. We are lacking right now. We have 2 machine guns. 2. Yeesh. We're almost there. There. Almost there. Now we're there. 2 VSPLs. Problem solved.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
All right, now the Helepolis is pretty good. It does want Pharaoh, and it probably does want XL. It can tank. It can tank easy. So max armor. We'll kill off some of the leg. Show some leg. We'll kill off a little bit of the CT. And by a little, I mean a decent chunk. Okay, split these up. Wait, no. Hey, didn't we get a case off that other one? No, we kept it, didn't we? Damn! I don't like the idea of, you know, like losing one side and not being able to fire the other gun. Take it, bitch! Ow! Gun! Hey, Pyun Pyun, how you doing? No, probably should leave these maxed because anything gets in. We don't want the armor the ammo going boom kaboom. Reduce these by 2. You're doing? That's good. Doing is good. What are you up to? We like doing. Doing can be fun. I think at most we could probably get 2 tons back. It's not a bad idea. Probably just leg the ammo in general. I can hear tank deep breathing from here. But I'll just tank back up the armor on the legs. We'll just have to deal with 1 ton free. What I'm thinking though is a backup medium. No! No, 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 no. 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 I am going to be setting myself up with arty preference. So indirect fire I will be buffing quite dramatically. We can fit probably like that. Never seen an arty run. Looking forward to it. Yeah. I have not tried proper artillery myself, so it's got range, it can't aim close, and you have to wait an extra turn. It takes 2 turns for things to actually hit. Could be a problem. Especially as we have friendly fire. But we'll see. There have been missions where this could have come in handy. Been plenty of missions where this could have come in handy, but we'll see. In terms of ammo, I believe we also have... Yeah, we have enough shape charges for 2 shots, which is not going to work on these that well, but we could fast them. So we could actually get a variety of minefields out there. And all we need is half a ton. Half a ton. That's all we need. So we'll bring the legs down a little bit. I know. It's where the goods are, but bear with me. Bring the back down a little bit. And we'll put some fast chem in there. It's not preferable, but it'll probably be okay. Maybe. If it goes boom kaboom, it's only half a ton. Friendly fire on. This is the way. Yeah, this is gonna be nasty.
On it.
All right, and the last one we want to look at is the Whitworth. The Whitworth is honestly in a pretty good place, and without an XL and ferrofibrous and stuff like that, there's nothing different we can really do about it. Which for me is sad because it is lacking in armor, big time. So what I'm thinking is we kill off a bunch of armor on the arms and the legs to bring this stuff up, you know, just make it actually able to hold the line a little. Ooh. Let's do that. Okay. How far can we take it? That's how far we can take it. Reduce, increase. Increase a little more. Reduce, increase. Done. Right, so now the Whitworth can actually take some hits. It's primarily going to be long range with the Artemis and LRM 10s. It's going to do pretty well there. Fair. It would also give crit, as you explained, it would give crit. So there we go. That's 4 days. And that's everything done, dusted. We are pushing out for 40 freaking... We're basically sitting on our hands for 12 days. So we can either go somewhere or wait. We do have some 1.5s here. They'll probably change in a month or so, but we do have some 1.5s. And we have plenty of 1s. So we can generate some salvage. We can generate some money. I think, yeah, this is not too bad. Let's have everybody on break for a little bit. They can handle a break. For a lot of days, it looks like, unless you're taking on missions with just the Vindicator. Or do you have another page of Mechs? No, this is our start. We've just started this whole run. This is what we got. We do have tank. We have a tank, and we have something else that we can make use of as well. So what we could do is this. We'll wait until, say, the Vindy's done. We will confirm the subscription. Probably gonna be reading the same shit as last time, but hey, that's fine. All right, so the Whitworth is done. We can get the Holopolis in, what, 9 days, I think that is, looking through chat. So what I think we could do is we could probably run 2 mechs. We have tank. We've got a tank. We have a Marsden 2. And we have a Dakota. And I believe all these have all been set up as mech and tank pilots. Don't ask. But what I think we'll do, start with me. I'm gonna go down the route of the tactics. I don't know which to choose, to be fair. Target prediction could be a thing. Giving my whole forces extra accuracy would be fantastic. We could take target painting. Pick a target and all of our people will will have a good time against that one target. However, the 500-meter range is a problem, so I think target prediction is probably going to be the way. Hey, Holepa, how you doing? It's good to see you. Where did that tank hair go? Well, look. Sensor lock would be nice, but there is, but I'm also building myself for use in the artillery. So while giving everybody +1 accuracy would be nice, I like being on the front lines sometimes. Piloting a mech, having a good time. Targeting painting. I'll have to set somebody up with sensor lock. Somebody is going to be guaranteed flying around. Yeah. And then for me, while I would love to go guts, isn't painting the vehicle one? No, require wait, painting, yes, it's a vehicle one. However, what as found out is that a lot of the ones that say vehicle crew still work in a mech. You have to be a mech vehicle a pilot to make use of vehicle crew stuff. There are 2 things that do not work. One of which is, I believe, Street Racer. And there was one other that doesn't work as well. Which, yes, that does mean angled armor works in mechs. Side slip, pilot 1. Yeah, that makes sense. Does not work for mechs. Do not use with mechs. Okay. So it even tells us what doesn't work with mechs. However, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go down the route of the Cannon Master. Wait, no, that's artillery cannons, not artillery, right? Does not apply to all the things that I like. Figures. Perfect targeting, maybe? Okay. There's no actual artillery one. Huh. Well, what do you know? I guess that's probably because going down here is all of that stuff. So we could come through like this. Alternatively, I don't go target prediction and I go SIBO myself, but I don't think I want sensor boosting. So I don't think any of these really functions. Will multi-shot work with Precision Master? Oh. Ooh. Yeah, that might actually work. I'm gonna try it. What happens to the good old steel fist to the cockpit? I tell you, the clans did make everything unreasonably complicated. Yeah. The clans are good like that. So indirect fire should be boosted with one of these, probably that one. Accuracy and minimum range, not something I'm really going to care about. I don't think. Yeah, okay. We're gonna try this, and if we don't like it, we'll find a way to respec me later. Right. Now, I believe the clans did nothing wrong. I kid. I think for that alone, tank should be in the Marsden. I think we'll put tank. We'll put tank in the flyer, which is gonna be hilarious with shielded stance. What else would we want to put? Well, the problem is that thing's only got freaking medium lasers. It's 2 medium lasers, tank. It's flying double medium lasers. Okay? I'm putting you in the VTOL just for that. Which also means you're gonna need shore movement. Phantom maybe, but shore movement preferred. Gunnery is not a problem you're gonna have for a while. Wait, no, shit! What am I doing? Whoa, that was close. I'm giving you sensor lock. You're flying, and you're gonna be able to censor things. Look, 2 medium lasers is useless. So your goal is to basically fly around, make things easier to hit. Eventually, you will get the, sensor sweep. You're gonna have to get me a yellow jacket or a hawk moth soon. Yeah, but we need money. So that's the goal. We gotta get the money. Alright, let's fire you off.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Next up, we have the swoosh goes whoosh. How do we want to build the swoosh goes whoosh? Swishy doesn't have much experience in this universe. She is an out of universe entity. She is from beyond. So I reckon we put her in a tank. She can command mechs, she can command tanks, but I reckon we put her in a tank to start with. Ninja is gonna be Ninja. We're gonna sit on. Midnight. I think I'd like to get her into angled armor. Midnight would probably be good for shore movement angled armor. Mel has a lot of possibilities to go with here. Mel we could probably put into... I'm not quite sure yet. Actually, maybe we should hold off on her for now. Icky is a mech pilot through and through. He has to be. By my own rule. I would like to get him the angled armor. I reckon angled armor gunnery would probably be a good one for him. So we'll give him the guts, and we'll get maybe Battle Lord, and then we'll build him up into brawling and stuff like that. He is very much a brawly pilot. So that's definitely the way to go here.
Training confirmed, Commander.
All right. All right. It's time. It's time to push forward to get at least the Helopolis back. We're getting real close to everybody taking my money for doing nothing. Inner sphere politics impact everything they touch, even down here in the periphery. Flashpoints between the great houses are developing all over the map, and our faction reps are paying good money to resolve them. We're talking about high-risk, high-reward jobs composed of multiple combat drops with rewards at the end of the match. I'll post any active flashpoints. Yep, we already know. I gotta say, thinking about this, hang on a minute. We're gonna have some problems when we have to not destroy buildings, because I am very much going to destroy buildings. If we know it's going to be an urban map, we may have to just straight up not take the Helopolis. The Helepolis. The Lopalopal. Because I will blow up buildings trying to take out an enemy. Or we just lose the bonus, because that's really all it is. We just lay waste and don't care. That works too. Okay, so technically we can do a mission now if we want. So let's go have a look. Ooh, okay. Announcing the Comstar star map. Woo! Say hello to the prettiness that is the current map. What's up here? Who are these people? The Hanseatic League. Yeah. Who are these people? Nueva Castile. Huh? Who's this person? How did Comstar get way out here? Alright, so we are right here. We're here at Brockway. This is where we started. We are on the border of the Taurian Concordat. We could rock our way down and do the standard mission. However, I will say, until I update... Wait, hold up. That's different. Is this the one I think it is, or is this completely different? No, hold on. That's not the story one. Ew, the story one's gone. Interesting. So what's this? 2 skull, do it for a rare item. Tonnage requirements heavy. Wow, oh, this doesn't go anywhere. Neat. We will care about that later. What's this? Verlo is being raided by Liao. How dare Liao do anything? Alright, let me have a look here. What'd you guys say? Or pay the fines because screw the enemies. Yeah. Can't say the city wasn't saved if there isn't a city left to save. Explorer Corp. Literally, their only job is to look for a civilization outside of the sphere. Leads to Long Chain, which grants an artillery mech. Ah. It also doesn't have a time limit. Just pointing that out. There is no time limit. There is a travel time, and that's it. We can come back to that anytime. What I'm thinking right now is not going there. Holy shit, why did I not look at the frickin' skulls? Wow, yeah, okay, we're not going anywhere. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Right. Hey! Welcome back, and also goodbye, Swooshy? Man. The swoosh goes whoosh indeed. It's, you know, whoosh. And all you can see is the hair. She comes and goes as she pleases. It's a duo duel. Man, man. Yes, I am Whoosh. Alright, so what we could do is we could come over here and do a half skull against the Taurian. However, if I'm gonna go rock into the Taurian space to get some rocket launchers and stuff... Wait, no, we could just kill them here and hopefully get them, right? Oh god, I missed so much. You missed, honestly, the start. All you've missed is messing with Mechs. An hour of technical issues of my computer just not wanting to run because it wouldn't release BattleTech. Which, by the way, unplugging for several minutes definitely fixed. So that was nice. Who's this against? Draconis Combine. Can we do this? Why? Why are we going to why go to Canopus space? What's in Canopus space of value? I'm not going to do a 2-skull. Jeez, we need to recruit some cat girls. The game doesn't actually have said cat girls as much as I think it should. Rent ain't gonna pay itself. You gotta work on stuff? Okay. Well, I hope I'm entertaining you in the background. Salvage. Recovery. Can we do this with the mechs we have? We have the Helepolis, the Whitworth, both of which are ranged, meaning our practically melee is a tank. And we have the Dakota. Which, of course, we wouldn't be able to run them here. We'd have to, you know, swap over to... I think this one's the tank one. We'd have to do that. Can we do this with only these? Going with the Dakota for the pickup, then run? I mean, that's a possibility. We won't get the salvage. This is a big salvage mish. Wait, do we have to fill the lance? Hang on. Pilots, of course. Tank in the Dakota. Me in the Helepolis. Let's say we'll bring Midnight for long range. Oh, wait. No, we want to put Midnight in something more snipey. Something with ACs. Like the Irby. And let's put Swooshy in the tank. I've done recoveries with just a single VTOL. Good for a quick buck. But we need the salvage. That's the trouble. Okay. That is how this works. Good to know. We'll now put them over here. It's important. Here we are. But yeah, my experience with Canopus was having to go there to get like half my skin replaced. Damn. Turns out sub 10 guts and a mech exploding out from under you in a not great situation. Yeah, wow. Okay, so we could kill a couple of mechs on the way and use the Dakota to go get the thing. I think it's worth trying. Mostly because I want to do a mission. And I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait for another mech. But if anything gets in close, we are screwed. We are going to rely so heavily on that tank, on that Marsden tank. This is going to be crazy. But But it is still a painful tank. It has some good weapon. It doesn't have a lot of weapon. It does have a lot of tank. So technically it's tank and minor spank, but you know. Like it's got a small amount of spank. It could do with a moderate amount, but again, we'd have to turn on a thing that we then can't ever have off again. Back shots with the Dakota is okay for defending mechs. So the thing with the Dakota though, it's only got 2 mediums. It is kind of sad. But this would be a great time to pick up a light mech that we can use as a scout. And if we're lucky, this might be an okay time to pick up some other stuff, depending on what we get access to. Half a skull, I don't expect there to be much. Heck, I expect it to more be enemy tanks as opposed to anything else. Which frankly is more difficult than taking out enemy mechs. It's kind of funny. Just bring the Helepolis in and be like, stomp on tank. How you doing, Quattlebird? Burb? Quattleburb? Quattle. Quattleburb? Burble? Burble. Editable tanks aren't worth it. Losers on convoy and target acquisition loot boxes. Wait, what? Wait, if you edit the vehicles, you can't get the loot boxes? What do you mean? Also, I don't think I've gotten a single loot box out of convoys, even killing them from the front. Been doing okay, just been tired lately, dealing with a bit of depression and trying to help anxious people not be anxious. That is hard. That is hard. Also, Burble is a burb kobold. Burble. Yeah, it removes them because vehicles work differently with it on. Ooh, that's rough. Still, we haven't been getting any loot boxes out of them. Or at least we didn't last time. Case protects. Case is life. Yeah, sure, if you can actually get hold of Case. Boom, boom, bam, boom, 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 boom. Prepare for combat. How many lances do you reckon we're gonna fight? My bet is 3. Because even if it's a half skull, this game loves to mess with me. It wants to bring on the challenge. I vote 1 lance and 1 reinforce. Ooh, okay. The good news is Sid Anxious Friend is doing better lately. That's good. That's good. Personally, I'm not above simple robbery to pay the bills. Wow. Did you know you can hit left shift and left click your weapon mode to sync your mode for all similar weapons? No, I did not know that. This is taking an inordinate amount of time to load. I agree. This is taking way too long. They don't usually take this long, right? Was something bugged out? I know we made some modifications, but shouldn't be taking this long. Especially because the stuff that was changed was clan related. America, yeah, sent me files to undo the clan nerfs. that doves made to the clans. But this is taking a little too long. Still, the thing is twirling. It's going round and round. I can't see the number below the spinny thing. There's no number. No, there's no, if it just spins, it might have crashed. Ah, come on. Guys, if I have to Alt F4 BattleTech, that's not good. We're gonna end up with all sorts of problems again. I fear the creation of more problems. Oh boy, yep. Task Manager is now shitting itself trying to kill it off. So BattleTech scrapped itself and is taking my computer with it. Could it not do this on episode 1? Like episode 5, maybe episode 10 or 15 after I've gotten some runs in, you know, that'd be great. Episode 1? Really? Come on. My first time streaming to both Twitch and YouTube at the same time. Feels bad. If actually loading correctly, there are numbers moving around the spinny bit, and the spinny bit moves choppily. Yeah, no, it's just going, it's just, it is what you're seeing on the screen. You might not be seeing it on the screen because of my logo, but yeah, it's just going around perfectly. Okay. So Q installed a thing that now I have to, I suppose I have to look at. I don't know how to open it. You know, it'd be nice if he'd installed things and actually show me how they work instead of just installing them and expecting me to know what the fuck I'm doing. Because I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't. Like, I'm not a tech person. I'm far from being a tech person. I just stream and I have fun. That's all I do. Okay, maybe this. Maybe this. Maybe this. There it goes. Okay. How the hell do I use it? Does it have a search function? Whoa. For one tab, does Firefox really need to have that many things open? Hold on, what? Why is Microsoft Edge? Why does that have processes when it's not open? Kill the tree! Yes, screw MS Edge. Get out of here. Anyway, where is BattleTech? Because it should be hiding here somewhere. BattleTech. No, I guess it didn't get stuck this time. Well, that's good. It's not BattleTech episode 1 unless BattleTech decides to not. Does this happen really commonly across different streamers? That can go, that can go, that can go. Okay, let's try this again. It could also be that the fixes to clans has bugged out actual gameplay. In which case I do need to open up Discord. Unless Discord chooses to just not want to function. Okay, goodbye, Discord. Problem solved. BattleTech doesn't want to start. Here we go again. Well, that's just it. It had barely been running. We'd only been playing for what, an hour? But yeah, BattleTech is stuck. It's stuck, and it won't go away again. And this thing that Q gave me does not see it still running. But it's stuck there. We know what that means. The funny part is, this didn't happen this happened like once during the entire playthrough of the previous campaign. Granted, this time we have a lot more custom stuff that we've and by we I mean the Az and America did for me. And we did tests. That's what's the craziest thing about this. We did tests. Everything was working. Yeah, I'm gonna send him a message and just say that standard missions seem to hang. Okay, well, computer is doing the thing again, so you know, I just want to play a game. Oh, it is getting a little hot in here, though. Oh boy. I mean, it's been hot in here, but we finally have to do something about it. Let the AC! AC! Nah, it's I don't think it's because of the computer getting hot itself, but I do think that BattleTech has a tendency of doing things it really shouldn't. Either way, I have turned BattleTech off in the background. Not BattleTech, the computer. I've unplugged it. Give it a couple minutes. Hey, Tank, thank you. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Okay, all right. Well, we've tried. We tried our best there. But now it's my turn. And I'll take you, computer, out for a blitz if you don't work! But yeah, it's probably the mod. If it's the mod, then what we're gonna have to do is just save the save, and I will probably just have to reinstall BattleTech Advanced tonight, and not have the clan fix. The thing is, the clans were massively nerfed in BTA compared to what they should be. And it's not that I want, powerful clan tech. Or at least if we get clan tech, I want to earn it. You know, I want the clans, when we're ready to go fight the clans, I want it to be a challenge. Instead of, the clans being, what, half their usual setup? Tank! Thank you, Tank! To be fair, the clans are kind of stupid normally. Well, yeah, they're kind of strong, but yeah, Bloody Doves hates the clans. Yeah, he also loves Comstar, which is why they get frickin' 6 per. I'm gonna give it one more try. If in doubt, I will just have to, I swear, so much of the nerfs in BTAU is because BD hates something. I wish he wouldn't do that. I really wish he wouldn't do that. You know what, actually, I'm going to fill up my drink. Then we're good to go. Banana. Comstar can go heck themselves considering they keep giving my friend Gunslinger program missions with horrendous matchups. Comstar just... We've fought Comstar. Comstar having six units per lance is crazy. So the way progression, hopefully, if this whole thing works, what the progression of things is basically, we fight through. If we can beat Comstar, we're ready for trying to fight the clans. That's what I figure for progression. Okay, computer plugged in. Again, hopefully it's emptied it. Okay, that's lore accurate. Well, it doesn't matter. Either way, Comstar, if we can beat Comstar, we can take on the clans. That should be the difficulty spike. We go for, if we can beat Comstar, we can go up. Right. Now, there's going to be this little sound in the background, so I'm going to try and undo that a little by going to here. There we are. Steam. I don't know if Steam's going to start. Discord started, no problem. Okay, that started, no problem. Good, it has cleared it. Okay, so we know that unplugging the computer, well, probably not great for the computer to do it over and over and over again, especially not in one day. We do know that it releases everything, which is nice. That's good to know. There's also the possibility that BattleTech and OBS are doing shenanigans together. but seeing as OBS is doing literally nothing more than being on, it should not be the case. So I wonder what Doves did to Comstar to buff them, because Doves love Bloody Doves loves Comstar. He is a Comstar man. Also, I should note, I have not been talking shit about the Doves. The Doves has done a great job with this. I just wish he wouldn't nerf things he doesn't like. Or outright remove them, depending on what it is. That's about it. That's my only gripe with the man. The man has done a fantastic job otherwise. And frankly, there ain't that many people doing that kind of job. I mean, it's basically you've got Mechs, BTAU, and Rogue Tech, and that's about it, right? So, you know, we can complain, but we can't really complain. Without those three, we have vanilla. And that's it. Okay, let's see if this works. And again, please believe me, I tested the living crap out of this. But now I'm realizing what I didn't do is I didn't test going into an actual mission after we added the clan stuff. The biggest, like the mass majority of tests have been trying to make sure that the custom start worked, because the custom start was not working. The clans edition was a not last minute, but like it was supposed to just work. And I tested to see if the start would work, but I didn't really think, hey, maybe we should go into a mission. So that part was on me. That was definitely on me. The rest is on BattleTech. I blame BattleTech. Not even BTA, just BattleTech. For being a strange and odd duck. Ah, well, at least tomorrow Reach will work. To be honest, it was Darius. Who the heck is Darius? Which character is Darius? Ooh, man. Look at the numbers. Look at the pretty numbers. Ain't they pretty? Alright, so we are doing payroll seizure. A recovery mission. Well, we could take cash, but I mean, it's not really worth it. Okay, we have everything set. Make sure tanks are set. Good. We will try and deploy. The one giving you bad intel for every mission. Oh, yes, that man. Right, him, yes, him. Him, the guy who decides that actually we're not going to tell you that there is like 3 rounds of reinforcements on the way. Oh, by the way, there's reinforcements on the way. Oh, they're already landing. Oh, well, you know, don't worry about it. Could have told you that a while ago. Yeah, we noticed there were planes coming, but we didn't think you needed to know until they're landing. Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. Darius is the operator, the guy we get who gives you mission updates. Yeah. God. Tank again, you beautiful bastard. Okay, we get to the screen and the loading screen thing is just turning with no numbers. The numbers were before this screen. So I'm going to take a screenshot. I'll send this to America, and I'm probably going to have to just do away with his changes until they can be tested more. Okay, so unfortunately, guys, episode 1 does not come with combat, apparently. I think by this point I reserve the right to make Ty play KFC dating sim again. I've never played it to begin with. Are the numbers up left moving? There are no numbers. There is the loading bar. Oh wait. Ooh, it moved. Like it kind of glitched a moment there. But mostly it's just turning perfectly without any kind of glitching or issues. Yeah, it's just turning without problems. There's no numbers. This is unfortunate. Man. I'm a little disappointed, but really all that's going to come down to is today was a setup stream with a hell of a lot that I'm going to have to remove. And tomorrow will be Halo Reach, and then Thursday for me, which should be, it might actually be Wednesday night for everybody else. I don't know what the time zones are looking like anymore. I know for everybody else, I now stream earlier. Oh wait. It just wait. The loading bar just froze. That's a good sign, right? I mean, now it's going round and round and round again, but at least it froze for a moment there. That's got to be good, right? Either way, I've informed the person who needs to know, because it says his modded files, that this is happening. Because it means so long as I have those files, we probably won't be able to play. What I don't understand, though, is that all that's being changed is the clans themselves. We're not going up against the clans, we're going up against the Draconis Combine. That's Kurita, right? House Kurita shouldn't be clan stuff, should it? Anyway. So once again, I shall apologize for apparently not testing nearly enough. And we'll try this again on Thursday. I will make changes beforehand. Doesn't matter. I think the game files are all affected. Might depend on the time frame. Okay. Shit, that means we might lose our save then. If that's the case. That's not good. Anyway, I'll do something or something. I'll save the save. I'll redo things, and if I have to restart, I'll do it beforehand. I'll try and find us a similar start to what we already had. It was a good test stream. Yeah, there you go. It was a test stream, not truly episode 1. Gonna have to change the name to failed episode 1. I'll call it instead of the Violet Menace, I'll call it the, I don't know, the Violet Testing. The Violet Testing. The Test Menace. Pilot episode 0. Yeah. The pilot episode. Yeah, we'll call it the pilot episode. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. And then I gotta go message, I gotta go send an email or something to whichever company has access to my starting theme. Tell them the situation, and then just ask if I can pay for a license. Because I want Emperor back. I love that starting theme. Don't get me wrong, I did a really quick look, and I found one that was actually not too bad. But I love Emperor. Emperor fits like a glove. But I believe this has come to an end. I'm going to have to kill the computer. So before I do that, let's get everybody sent off in places that are frankly a little more interesting. For example, a certain Data King. Yeah, let's send you all off to Data King. And once more, I'm sorry this didn't work out, guys. I spent a good chunk of last week doing things. I also spent a good chunk of last week just resting, but yeah. Oh, I've rated BR Beeps before. Do I still have? Hang on a minute. I should be followed on BR. What? Where is she? Huh. Hang on a minute. No, I'm definitely followed. I'm following Beeps, yeah. Ah, Beeps dropped. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, she's been doing Rogue Trader. She, if I recall correctly, is just across the ditch in Australia. Alright, well, this has been a good test stream. I will do test things. You all have a great time. I'll hopefully see a decent chunk of you tomorrow for some Halo Reach. For anybody who missed them, we did go through 1, 2, 3, and ODST. ODST was surprisingly easy, but really quite fun. Yeah, I'm looking forward to hitting the Reach. For now, let's go hit up Data King 1. Yeah, I'm in New Zealand. That's why I start streaming at 10 a.m. and everybody else is just coming home from work. For now, though, I bail. Bail, bail, bail! Well, after I begin the raid and do all that stuff, but anyway. Petition for Ty to do Wars and Wars 2. I would if I had them, but I don't have them. I don't own them. I don't think they're in the Master Chief Collection either. Oh well, salivate. Bye!